Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. All right, let's do a therapy session. So, what's been going on? For me, honestly, a lot of pain. I've been in a lot of pain over the last 24 hours. I ain't gonna lie. It's good pain though. It's muscle pain. You know, when you work out and muscle grows in, that's what's happening. Problem is for me, is because I grew up a chubby kid. There's parts of my body that's literally never had muscle. So as a grown man, when it's growing in, it's excruciatingly painful. And I've had these issues all year long, where I'll have like an injury that keeps me down for 2 days. I had one injury down, kept me 3 days down, because I haven't been exercising regularly like I used to in my early 30s. But I'm still trying to do the same workouts that I did when I was conditioned to do so. So of course, your muscle needs to grow in order for you to maintain that, and so on and so forth. So I'm doing better, but I'm still like, I'd say it's about 6.5 out of 10 in pain. It's in my back, right side of my back, all on the side of my stomach. It was very tough sleeping last night. It was tough. But I went to sleep and had a dream about my mom, and my little brother was also in that dream, and it was a lot of good energy. And the thing about my mom, when she shows up in my dreams, for whatever reason, my brain never allows me to make a thing of it. Never. She's shown up in my dreams since she's passed away maybe 6 times, and I don't think I had a "oh my god, it's mommy" moment in any of those dreams. None of them. It's just how it is. In this particular dream, I came into the old apartment that I used to live in, and she was sleeping on the couch, and I went to the kitchen, and nothing was put away. She had left everything for me to put away. So my interaction with mom is not, "Hey, mommy, oh my god, I haven't seen you. Oh my god, how's heaven?" It's, "Mommy, why didn't you put the food away?" Why is there food out here? And it wasn't just one plate or 2 plate. No, she had a whole Thanksgiving feast in the kitchen, cold, for me to put away. That was the dream. That's exactly what happened. I just got off. I think I was getting off the bus, said goodbye to my brother. I don't know why he was on that bus. I have no idea what was going on in the dream. But I came in the house and it wasn't nothing but food, and I wasn't hungry, so it was just irritation. But it was good to see her. When I finally woke up, I felt the good energy, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's how my family members tend to show up in my dreams. My aunt, the same way. Like the last time my aunt showed up in a dream, it was like a bunch of people, and she just happened to be one of them. So I don't know. But anyway, that's what that was, man. I just stayed my butt in bed pretty much from 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon to about 6 o'clock this morning. I've been in bed. Not necessarily sleep, but just couldn't really move. So that's what's going on now. I'm just recovering from that. Finance is still the same. Still holding my AMC, as you guys know. Still holding my dog on Mars, as you guys know. Nothing changes there. My phone, I guess is the thing. I really do need to replace this phone. I'm spending entirely too much on it, and it's obviously something that needs to be remedied. So that's one thing. Since it's a therapy session, that's what needs to happen. And I'm concerned about it being turned off in a couple days. Money situations, trying to transfer the money from here to there to there. I don't know if I'll be able to in time. That's the reality of my situation. So if I'm anxious about anything, it's about whether or not my phone will be cut off in the short term. And you couple that with the fact that all of my money connects are in my phone. Ain't a whole lot of cash coming around here either. So I got a lot to consider in the next 2 days. The deadline to pay them $100 is on the 31st. Today's the 29th. So I sold the shares necessary to secure the funds. But now we wait for the funds to clear. Then we can transfer them. And that's what I wasn't counting on. I was considering, okay, I can clear the funds and then trigger the transfer, right? And then the money would be there in time. But now you got to wait however long, 3 to 5 days. So it doesn't look like it's going to get there in time. So what I'll probably have to do is call Fidelity, let them know to trigger a transfer, and then call T-Mobile and let them know what's going on. See if they can either extend it for a couple days while that money has to wait, or let them turn it off, make sure that money's in that account, and then go through it the same way I did last time. As long as the money's in the account, I can call them. They'll turn it on briefly for me to pay the bill. So I've gone through this 3 times now. I know what needs to happen. It's just unfortunate I didn't realize that Fidelity has this much of a waiting period to get $250 out of the damn account. And that's what happens when you work with brokers, especially during times like this where everything is a little murky. yeah, it's gonna take you forever to get your money. You know, they ain't gonna want to part ways with $1. So that's just the nature of this game. But anyway, so that's what I'm worried about. Aside from that, I'm worried about everything. You know me. I'm always worried about something. How I'm gonna pay the car. Do I have to go back to work? When is this thing gonna squeeze? When is Dog on Mars gonna start growing in a substantial way to change things for me? I've been rejecting the notion of having to go back to security, as you guys know, and I haven't had any success in convincing myself to go back, despite my needs financially. I just, for whatever reason, psychologically, cannot bring myself to pick up the phone or put in an application or nothing. Because the way I look at it is, if I go back to work and start this process, I'm going to find myself burning out the same way I did in June. And I'm very concerned that I won't do well doing that. I'm not going to put anything in the air, but as frustrated as I was with my last position, I had made it up in my mind that I was never doing this again. That I was going to have the money from here on out to never have to work again. And that's crazy, but I'm crazy. So I have to just be honest about that. I was the same way as it pertained to school. As you guys know, if you follow my other therapy sessions, you know exactly what I'm dealing with psychologically and why I struggle to do very, very, very necessary things for myself. This is something it's rough, man. Like, the way I look at going back to work is like, in my mind, it's like the equivalent to setting myself up for negative energy, for setting myself up for something that I'm going to hate. And while I need to make money in the short term, the way my mind equates this is it's not going to be short term. I'm going to get into it and I'm going to stay into it. And what's going to end up happening is the same thing that happened earlier this year. Every single day, I'm going to be going out there, doing something I hate, waiting for something to happen that probably ain't coming anytime soon. And that is what I went through earlier throughout the year. From January to June, every single day was like pulling teeth out of my face, going to a job I didn't want to be at, dealing with people, bringing home only enough money to do what it is that I was doing, not enough to take care of my bills, and then just hoping it would squeeze every single day, waking up, looking at the account, seeing it not squeeze. It made me very, very unhappy, and that is not something you want to take lightly in regards to what it is I'm saying. Very unhappy means I was damn near suicidal. So as I look forward in what I have to do, I see the same. I see myself getting to a place where I'm doing something similar or worse, hating it, and then falling back into that really, really, really dark space. And so I've rejected it. I've been rejecting it, still until this very second. I have no desire to go back out there and put on a uniform and make $500 a check or whatever it's going to be. And I need that check. So, yeah, I need a lot of help mentally. What can I say? And it's not something I don't see the fruit in doing, obviously. It's just when I convince myself something's toxic, I reject it on a cellular level. And that's the best way I know how to describe it. And even trying to convince myself to do it, it's tough. And it's not about, see, this is what I want everybody to hear. It's not that I can't do it. It's that if I do it, I'm going to find myself in a space where I don't think I'll remain stable mentally. And I think my performance will be poor. I think my effort will be poor. I think my desire to do it will wane quickly. And I'm pretty certain I'll quit that job within 3 days. That's what happened last time I went to work when I wasn't ready. When I was feeling like this, took a job that my neighbor gave me, doing some things, was making good money. That was the highest paying job I ever had to this very second. I was making like $17 an hour or something like that. That was the most I've ever made. So, you know, you would think I would want to keep that job. I was in good shape. It was allowing me to lift heavy things every day. So it was like I was getting that exercise. It would have been a good job to keep. But I was miserable in my mind, just like I am right now as it pertains to working. And I wasn't ready. And I went back and only lasted 3 days. So it's not that I'm just kind of running with my own notion that I will behave a certain way. I've already tried this in the same mindset, and it failed drastically and dramatically. So, you know, that's just what it was. It's not something I'm proud of. But so that's where I'm at. I'm trying my best to wait this out as it pertains to unemployment. That's the huge monkey wrench. These guys ain't sent me my checks, even though I've been qualified for literally probably over $2,000 worth of benefits. You know what I mean? They keep telling me I'm approved and continue to not send me any checks. So that's the real holdup. Once those checks start rolling in, all of this stuff starts to stabilize one way or another financially. My head doesn't change, but at least these sacrifices financially don't have to feel the way they do. So as I've told everybody, this has been the toughest year. Maybe I'll say the third toughest year of my life. And it's definitely been the longest year of my life. And the fact that we're 2 days away from New Year's and I have financial concerns and physical pain, just par for the course. Yeah. And it's funny because I was saying to myself, like, there's no way this year is going to end smoothly, because we ain't had a smooth day all year long. Like, from the beginning of the year, it's pretty much been tough. You know, it started off with my homeboy Adam passing away. Then my niece passed away. Then AMC came into my life and everything else transpired. So it's been my own personal torture chamber, to be completely honest with you. And while I found some beautiful things this year, my art, you know, really enjoying that. Some of the peace that I found in this very spot that I'm standing in. I kind of set up a little ambiance for myself in September. Every day in September, I was just sitting down, praying, listening to music, making playlists, things of that nature in this particular spot. And it was really nice. It was meant for what it was. Light a little candle, all that. So finding that was very important for me in my mental space. Getting the car back, going through the rigors of trying to get the car back, having it taken twice, and spending, honestly, God, probably over $4,000 both times in total, trying to get that car back. And then getting it back and not having a plan for it again, it's just, I'm just lost, honestly. Been lost all year long. And it's nothing that a bag won't help in a few therapy sessions, I suppose, real ones. But yeah. So what I do in these times is just continue to pray hard, since I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I pray hard, I do my art, and as I told you guys, the art that I've been working on, we got like 150 of them now. I mean, I've been really kicking them out really good. And then, you know, some of them are good, some of them not so, but I share everything, put it all up there, and just let it be. If it's really good, it's good. If it's really trash, you see that too, because that's what I'm about. No different than these cameras. I just, you know, whatever it is what you're going to see. I'm raw and real, and that's that. But, yeah, man, that's it. That's what my therapy session's about. Ain't nothing special other than the same old financial issues. Somebody drops a bag of money at my door, all my problems go away. So with that being said, I'm thankful for that truth. And, you know, just let the Lord do whatever he needs to do to get me from moment to moment, because everything is moment to moment here. So, you know, people say check to check. You know, we're moment to moment. But it is what it is, man. And, you know, I got a lot looming. You know, my finances, I haven't paid rent in a while. You know, I've been fortunate enough to have some help from the government, but I still owe about $5,000 on the apartment. So at any moment they can put a notice on my door and tell me to get the hell out of here. That's always looming. But the good thing is, got the money for it in the Fidelity account. So if it came down to it, I can pay it. But I'm putting that off. Why? Because I've been holding it all year with the intention of holding it all year. That's why things weren't paid. If I was going to pay something, I would have never let the interest attach itself to all of the bills that I owe. If I was just going to snatch that money out and just pay it, turn it over anyway, why did I wait this long? That's my logic. So I continue to let it pile on, knowing that if it does what it's supposed to do, it ain't going to hurt to pay it off. I could pay everything off in full and still have what I need for myself if these investments do what they're supposed to do. So the waiting for that to happen has been, I guess, the most damaging part for my particular brain. But as you can see, we're still in it. So I guess the damage is still going. But it is what it is, man. I'm going to continue to be my NBA self, talk my basketball. I haven't done a playlist in about 2 weeks, but I'll get to that. No, I ain't done with that. And yeah, check me out on Apple Music, BDF, Apple Music. Check out my IG, BDF44 IG, all that good stuff. Follow me. Facebook, I got my full name on there. But you don't need to follow that. I got too many people on there anyway. I couldn't add anybody anywhere. So yeah, follow me on IG. Follow me on Apple Music. Check out them playlists. It's over 500 of them. They're very good. All the same length, that kind of thing. Just music to listen to. So yeah, that's what I got, man. God, this pain is not helping either. As I walk around this house, I just feel sharp pains in my side. But hey, it's a lot stiffer than it was yesterday, which means that muscle's growing in, and it'll be nice to look at when I take my shirt off. So I'm happy about that. At any rate, you know, I thank you guys for paying attention to my rants. Obviously, I do these for myself. But if you want to check out some of those old therapy sessions, you'll understand exactly what I've been dealing with, how open I've been about my mental health, and how far away from healthy I've actually been. And I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Because we all have our progressions, and I'm at the beginning stages of healing my mental space. And because I have self-awareness, it allows me to have the gift of being able to articulate it to a T for all of you guys. It's kind of reference or what have you. So yeah, I'm cool with being a case study in that regard. I think if nothing good can come out of being mentally ill, it should be the ability to share what you're going through so that others can take from it and apply it where they see fit in the lives of the people around them. That's what I want to do, you know, and I think a lot of people respect that anyway, so I respect it within myself. So that's what I got, man. I don't know what the rest of the day holds, but I'm definitely laying down, if my body will allow me to, and try to let this thing heal up some more. And yeah, that's what I got, man. BDF 44. Thank you all for watching. I'm out.